Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, I was so excited because it's Wednesday. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? So, today's topic, and I'm going to type it on Instagram, is three mistakes storytellers make on social media. And I pinned that topic. Woo woo. I'm so excited. You all are wonderful. Okay. So today's topic is three mistakes storytellers make on social media. So, first of all, a lot of people don't understand or um, use social media to their advantage. Whenever you're on social media and you're using it for business, basically what you're doing is you're creating a story to attract an audience. Like what? How am I, who my goal is to bring value to people on social media, creating a story? Okay. So you create what's in a story? Number one, you have a character, okay, which is your ideal client, and you're having a conversation or some type of dialect with them through social media. Social media, okay. So in storytelling, you have a character and you are creating dialect for the listeners, and you may be creating dialect between the two people or the character or characters that are in your story. Thus, social media, you are creating a story. And let me back up. I don't want to confuse you all today. This is going to be a short broadcast, and I'm going to reset because I did not push the button on Facebook. Okay. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. It's your girl again, Jackie, the financial coach. What I do is I help current and future entrepreneurs build. Hello, Jolene. How are you doing? Joanne, I'm sorry. How are you doing, Joanne? Don't, hey. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about three mistakes storytellers make on social media. And some people might say, what are you talking about? I use social media so I can engage clients or attract clients. Listen, the word is called social media, okay? Social means you're talking to somebody, right? You're posting content. What is a story? Thank you, those who just joined me on Facebook. I don't see you yet, but thank you for joining me. Okay, so what do you do when you tell a story? When you tell a story, you have a character or characters, right? And they are forming a dialogue. They're talking to one another. They're telling step by step of how to or what happened. That's a story. So in social media, you are creating a story. You're creating a story for who? Your ideal client. Okay, so the three mistakes storytellers make on social media. Number one is the topic is not introduced. Notice within the first 30 seconds, I introduce the topic, which is three mistakes storytellers make on social media. Number two, the title is unclear. Okay, so there's things called hooks, right? Hooks are a way of attracting the listeners or ensuring that the listener is paying attention to what you're saying and what you're doing, right? Hey, how are you doing, Roll? 878748. How are you doing? You doing all right? Anyway, so your title, and it's always great to uh post a title that captures the attention and make people want to say, what is she talking about? Oh, I think I need that. So it's good, but it needs to be relevant to what you're saying, right? Even with the story, it needs to be relevant. So remember, the first topic is not introduced. One of the things I learned by doing my lives is, hello, how are you doing, Shantae? Thank you for joining me. One of the things I learned by doing social media is if you post somewhere on your social media, you get more people prior to going live, you get more people to watch your broadcast. Thus, they get the opportunity. Hello, Simply Nay. They get the opportunity to engage. How's everybody doing today? Make sure you post down in the comments where you're from, where you're listening to me from. Hey, Melissa, how you doing, girl? Long time no see. Thank you for joining me. How you doing? It's nice to see a friendly face, even if it's just your profile picture. I appreciate it. So I'm talking about 3 mistakes storytellers make. Number one, the topic is not introduced. One of the things I noticed, if you use email campaigning, or if you just simply post what time that you are going to post, people will come, especially if you post a relevant topic that they may want to learn or listen to. Okay. Number two was the title is unclear. You want, oh, I'm good. Thank you for asking. The title is unclear. You want, hey, Keisha, what's up, girl? You want to always make sure the listeners know what you're talking about, right? You doing all right, girl? You want to make sure that the listeners know what you are about to talk about, right? And you want to do that with your posts, because remember, when we post on social media for clients attraction, we are telling a story. We're saying, listen, I'm bringing you value. This is me. This is my business. Trust, like, and get to know me, right? So it's important that these two things align. Number three, and this is my last topic before I get off of here, is not enough planning prior to posting or going live. And you may wonder why I say posting instead of just going live. Okay, so when you go live and you hit that end video, or you hit the square little button on YouTube, you are posting. Before I forget, make sure you like and share this post. If you are a replayer, push hashtag replay so I can properly greet you. Don't let this message stop at you. So it's important. And it doesn't matter whether you are a preacher, whether you are a teacher, if you are on social media. Hello, Garland. Hello, Christian. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining me. You are telling a story. You are a storyteller. Okay. You're saying, hey, trust me. Hey, like me. Hey, get to know me. Hey, buy my products. Hey, engage with me. This is what you're telling the audience or the people who come past your social media or your lives to trust you. So those are 3 mistakes that are common that people make. Number one is not introducing the topic. How you doing, Pat? You doing all right? Hello, black woman. How you doing? Number one is not introducing the topic. Okay, it's important that you introduce your topic so people will know, especially if you are new, when you're coming on and what you're talking about. Number two, the title needs to be clear. Don't, Keisha said you're speaking right on the right subject and the right time because I asked to be someone guest on their show in September. Oh, that is awesome. I'm glad this information is going to help you because that's the reason why. This is the reason why I go live and I post, right? It's because my goal is to help people. Is to help people. And if you are in business or if you in some type of entity outside your home or whatever, you are in the people business. So anyway, an unclear title for your live. And this goes, like I said, if you are speaking any type of way, you speaking through social media, in person, you want to make sure that your title matches whatever you're doing. For example, I'm gonna give you a story. So John chapter 5 is a story that a lot of people are familiar with if you go to church and if you are a believer in Jesus Christ. In the story, there was a lake. There was a body of water named Bethesda. And what happened is every year an angel would come and stir the water up. And the first person that reached the water would be healed. Fast forward. There was a gentleman that was there over 30 years, an estimated 30 years. And Jesus saw this man. This man was crippled. Hello, Gladiator. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing? And Jesus said, will thou be made whole? Okay, so we know the end of this story. In this example, the man said, I would, but I tried to get there by myself and won't nobody help me get in the water. And Jesus said once again, hello, apostle, will thou be made whole? Now, this is a great topic. I mean, this is a great story. This story is about healing. This story is about a lot of things. You can actually use the title, letting go of the excuses. You could use the title of being made whole. How, you doing all right, apostle? You could use the title a brand new day. You could use the title to begin to live. There are being healed with just this one story, right? It goes with the story, right? And you want to make the points. The points in the story, I'm just giving y'all an extra on. The points in the story is the process. You have to be, number one would be in the right place in order to get the results that you want. Number two is lay down the excuses. Okay. And then number three would be accept your gift. Accept what you've been asking for. Okay. Now, this is an example of how to tell a story, how I would have already posted the titles that I gave you in this example. And the titles that I gave you complemented the story. They matched. But if I told you the same story that's found in John chapter 5, and I said, get your money, don't get your money where your honey at, that wouldn't go with the story. So it's important if you are talking to people and you are trying to achieve a result, whether you are preaching, whether you are teaching, whether you are on social media, whether you are in person, that when you, the storyteller, Okay, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to attract people to something. If you're a preacher, you're trying to attract people to Jesus. You're trying to attract people to your church. If you're a regular business, you're trying to attract people to your business. If you are just a speaker and a writer, you're trying to attract people to book you. So there is attraction there, and in order to do that, you must show your story. You must tell your story. So it's important that you understand the mistakes that people make. And so I gave you three of them, which is one, not introducing the topic or the focus. Hello, Cora Petite, pediatric. How are you doing? Number two was the title is unclear. Number three is not enough planning prior to posting or speaking or going live. If you learn to correct those things by just simply posting, I mean, there is nothing posting early. I mean, there's nothing that says that you have to post like days ahead. I like to post a day before just to let everybody know what the topic is. Today, um, today my post went in 15 minutes early. Oh, I'm wondering. Thank you for asking. Hello, Bray. How are you doing? But it's important that you post or let somebody know what the topic. What are you talking about? Okay, introduce it. Okay. And sometimes if you are in a church and you're a preacher, generally during your opening dialogue, you would say what the topic is so that everybody will have a clear understanding. I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. Where are you from? What you are about to convey. Okay? And so the topic or the focus needs to be introduced. The title needs to be relevant to the story. I gave you an example of John chapter 5 in the Bible, right? The chapter that talks about will you be made whole. And I gave you an example of a bad title. If I'm using that story, I would not use the title, Don't Get Your Money Where Your Honey At, or something like that. That would be an error because that title doesn't go with the story. So make sure, and I gave you an example of titles that would go with that story is Finding Wholeness, Finding Peace, Become Anew. I mean, there's several titles in the excuses. Accept your new beginnings. I mean, there are several topics that will actually align with that one story. But in order for you to do that, you must prepare. You don't wait to the last minute and wait on inspiration to come all the time, because a lot of times that distracts you from being able to engage with the people that you are supposed to talk to because you're not prepared. Preparedness, preparing for whatever you're going to speak is the best thing you can do. I'm not saying that you should not be led by the Holy Spirit, okay, if you are a pastor. But what I'm saying is you should be studying. Hello, Wood. You should be studying your craft, whatever that is. Okay, once you study your craft, it's easy for, hello, Sean, it's easy for you to prepare for your storytelling. It's easy for you to prepare for your social media because you're already taking that time out to do what? To study, to master your field. You're already taking time out to plan. Plan what you post. Okay? Plan what you post. Plan how you're going to introduce it. Write pointers. Okay, remember I gave 3 pointers that that I used in the story. I told the story. I gave you 3 pointers. Number 1, stop the excuses. Number 2, I mentioned accept your gift. Okay? Then number 3, Number three could be a number of things. It could be walk in your healing. I like that one. Walk in your healing. That would be an example of using John chapter 5 as it. And I'm not going to keep repeating the story. Hello, Ori, Anna. How are you doing? You doing all right today? But this is just an example why those three things must be aligned, okay? Because that allows the audience to focus on the story that you're telling on social media, in person, and in life. Be the storyteller that you were meant to be. That is all I'm saying. I am Jackie. I am a financial coach. Make sure you share this broadcast. If you are on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and tell people about. Don't let this message stop here. Okay? Don't let this message. If you are on Instagram, you can hit the little airplane and just send it to people that follow you. If you're on Facebook, hello Deandra, how are you doing? You want to share the broadcast because this is amazing. If you're watching the replay, make sure you type hashtag replay because I just gave you a training. 3 mistakes storytellers make on social media. And if you are posting on social media, and no matter what type of business, you are a storyteller. Your goal is to attract clients or attract members or attract people to what you're ultimately doing, right? So make sure to align. To wrap things up, I'm going to give you the 3 examples and then I'm going to let you all go. 3 mistakes storytellers make in social media. Number 1, topic not introduced. Number 2, the title is unclear. Number 3, not enough planning prior to posting or going live or speaking publicly. Master your craft. My name is, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for reposting. My name is Jackie. I am a financial coach. What I do is I help current and new entrepreneurs build and buy their dream home, dream car, and create that dream business. This is August, and it's all the whole focus of August is client attraction. Join me Friday for another training. Goodbye. Thank you.